the people who actually sold me that that CJ7 I referenced earlier. Jim and Sally Rogers. It's hard for me to talk about them, honestly, without getting tearful. Because they made a massive investment in me as a college kid. Massive. Jim would come up to me, and as I just didn't have any money, and I would go to a restaurant. Stupidly, I would go to a restaurant because I couldn't afford it, and I would just put it on a credit card. And he knew I was hurting and stupid. He would come up, and I was losing weight. I was losing a lot of weight, just shedding pounds because I was mismanaging money now, and I just wasn't eating. He would come up, he'd put his hand in my pocket, which is a very odd thing as a 19-year-old to have a grown man put his hand in your pocket, coming up from behind you. But I knew what he was doing. I sensed what he was doing anyway. And what he was doing was he was putting a $20 bill into my pocket. And on the second time he did that, I stopped him out of shame and said, Stop, you don't need to do that. He said, I know. It's all God's. I'm just redistributing it. That had a profound impact on me. Not just the love that he was showing to me and the care, but the spiritual truth still blesses me today. They actually sold me and my parents, who helped pay for it, that CJ7. But I would also do things with students where I would have to take students to, I don't know, a movie or something like that, and I couldn't get all the kids I wanted to take out inside of the Jeep, or actually at that point I think it was inside the Volkswagen Diesel Rabbit. I'd love to tell you my car stories, but I can't right now. So I borrowed their minivan, mid-'80s Toyota minivan. I think the very first minivan, really weird-looking thing, but it was amazing. And I took kids out, I brought them back, and I cleaned the car, and I filled up the gas. And word got back to me because they went to Denny, who was overseeing me and a bunch of these guys in his house, said, you wouldn't believe what Brian has done. We've lent our car to a lot of people who live in this house, and he's the first one who ever cleaned it and brought it back with a full tank. He can use it anytime he wants. And I thought, wow, I learned something again about God about that. When we manage the things God has given us as His, we manage them well, He's more inclined to give more because we have things going the right way that we should. See, this is the way many of us are living right now. We're living like this is a water pipe coming into our house. Imagine if water was coming into your house. It was just flushing in, it was coming in, but you had no plan for what to do with it. It just came into your basement. It just came in your bed. You had no, and it just came in, and when it just gone, nothing would happen. What would happen was, to be a good steward, a manager of the water, you'd have to put a piping system in and direct it to where you actually want it to go. You want to capture it, get it going where it's, and once you did this, then you'd actually get ahead. This is the way money works. If it's just spewing away, it comes in and it goes wherever because I don't really care what happens to it because it's mine. It's mine and I'll do whatever I want with it, and it just gets frittered away. We never capture it to actually do work. We can never get to a place of financial freedom. We can never get to a place of wealth. But we have to be a steward that pushes things. I might better turn this off because I have to go to the bathroom soon if I just keep listening to that. That's what a steward is. Hear me, friends. Hear me. I know that money is a tough topic no matter what lane you're in. But I also know that your God, your dad wants you to excel in this. Your dad does not want you to be in bondage. He doesn't. Your dad is actually using this as a tool to bring you closer to him and to have a life that's free, that works. It's beautiful. That's what we're going to do in this program, in this series. Please do yourself a favor and go through this with all sobriety because this is for you. And I'm telling you, when you get financially free, like I have been for a long time now, when you get financially free, man, life is great. It's great, and God wants it to be great for you.